Inspections. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman said yesterday there are no plans to allow inspectors to access nuclear sites bombed by the U.S. last year. That stands in contrast to comments yesterday from President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance, who earlier this week asserted otherwise.
The Iranians are saying there's no scheduled visit for the IAEA inspectors. Is that part of your agreement?
They're wrong. They know they're wrong. They told us inside, and we have it down 100% inspections. And if they were right, I'd cancel the meetings right now.
The IAEA chief said of the inspections today, this is going to happen. The two sides are also publicly at odds on the issue of frozen assets. The Trump administration is claiming that the billions of dollars in Iranian assets that would be unfrozen under the deal would be used to buy American products. Iran, however, once again is pushing back, with the country's foreign ministry spokesman saying yesterday the assets can be used freely by Iran in whatever manner it deems appropriate. And Joe, J.D. Vance on our air yesterday morning live saying all these things were part of the foundation of a deal. It's not a foundation if the Iranians completely disagree with you. It's just an assertion.
Well, in a must-read in the New York Times this morning by David Sanger, David said that whenever you're talking about negotiations between Iran and the United States, there's one line to always remember. Nothing is agreed to. Nothing is agreed upon until everything is agreed upon. That's why it's so insane that we're releasing money already, that we're already lifting sanctions. That's insane until you actually get the Iranians, who are the toughest negotiators on earth. They just are.
Yeah.
Until you get the Iranians to agree on an entire package.
On the same points.
Nothing is agreed to until everything is agreed to. And this is happening for a lot of different reasons. There are a lot of factions in the United States. There are people on the right that don't want this to happen. You have people in Iran. Again, a multi-layered governmental structure still that are going to be critical of a deal. So nothing is agreed to until everything is agreed to. So the idea that we start giving the Iranians the ability to make tens of billions of dollars on oil revenue is insanity.
Joining us now, editor at The Insider, Michael Weiss.
Let's talk first about what happened yesterday. We're giving billions and billions of dollars to the Iranians, lifting sanctions for the first time in a very long time. And yet the Iranians spent all day yesterday on 3 items, contradicting everything Donald Trump had said. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, look, whether or not the Iranians are telling the truth or just trying to maximize this for propaganda value, it just shows yet again they see themselves as in the driver's seat, right? I mean, they're in control of the Strait of Hormuz. They put out a statement with the Omani government suggesting that they are indeed going to charge tolls or some kind of administrative fees on tankers that are bypassing that waterway, in contravention to what the U.S. administration is saying. You know, they sprinkle cold water on J.D. Vance's comments about nuclear inspectors. You know, at every turn, they want to suggest that they hold the cards. They are the superior party in these negotiations. And, you know, I've been talking to a lot of Republicans on the Hill about how they feel about this memorandum of understanding. And there's 2 different schools of thought. One, there's resignation. Trump controls the party in Congress, and they're basically going to have to roll over and do whatever he says. But also a recognition that this is still just a memorandum of understanding, right? This isn't a treaty. This isn't a broad agreement. Congressional oversight, there's something called a NARA, which is going to give Congress the ability to kind of adjudicate any kind of long-term settlement with the Iranians. And one line I keep hearing is, we anticipate, meaning the Republicans in Congress anticipate, this MOU for 60 days will be extended another 60 days once there's a failure to reach an agreement, and then another 60 days, and probably, you know, kicking the can down the street to the midterms. I mean, Republican senators, because they have longer leases on political life, 6-year terms, are much more outspoken about how angry they are about this. I mean, this literally undoes everything the Republican Party has insisted they wanted to do with respect to Iran. When you hear Donald Trump saying he doesn't care about the missile program, you know who cares about the missile program? The Gulf Arab states, which have been outspoken in the fact that they have absolutely no intention of contributing.
One of their top concerns, Michael, they've said from the very beginning, that's one of their top concerns. Trump has to destroy the missile program. And, of course,
absolutely.
Hexit and Trump and everybody said, oh, we've destroyed 80%, we've destroyed 90%. No, they haven't. They haven't come close. And now at the end of this, Donald Trump says, oh, of course they can have missiles. If our allies can have missiles, they should have missiles. That is the antithesis of everything those Gulf region states have been saying.